Yeah, I'm gonna go give them places, and then I'll come back. But I think we're ready to go. Okay. Yeah, great. Perfect. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
Figure out where I want to sit. On up.
Thank you so much. Okay, homie, you ready? Go knock him down. Go knock him dead.
Let us know how it is.
Hello, my name is Julie Morrison. Welcome to the YPW Spring Festival of Shows. Today we are presenting The Clown and the YPW one-act Playhouse. A few rules to observe. No eating or drinking in the theater. No smoking, no photography or videotaping with cameras and cell phones. Please turn off all electronic devices. And now some other announcements. Registration is now open for the YPW Summer 2024 season, which will be running July 15th through August 18th. Registration is due by July 12th. Registration brochures are available in the lobby and online at centenarystageco.org. YPW t-shirts are also available for pickup now. So if you ordered one, stop by the box office after the show. If you like the show today, please tell your friends. If you don't like the show, tell your friends you liked it anyway. And if you don't have any friends, join YPW so you can make some. Tonight, playing the role of Mayor Haverblast will be played by Amy Dixon, and playing the role of Sister Grimm is Callista Trenonsky. Please come, thanks for coming, and enjoy the show.
So you see, Madam Mayor, it's beginning to become a bit of a crisis point. Something must be done immediately.
Look, no, let's not overreact.
But Mayor, I strongly advise you to act. The numbers are astounding and simply too much.
Then we'll just expand the repair, reuse, and recycle program. Remember how hard we fought for that AAR program? We'll just allocate more funding.
I don't think it's completely about funding.
Then what is it?
Space, Your Honor, the toy specialist informs me that over the last year, over 3 trillion toys have landed in our city of broken toys.
Go on.
We thought we could handle it, but we simply cannot. It's out of control.
So have you been handling it all this time?
The toy specialist task force has been working overtime for weeks trying to neutralize the effect. Just yesterday, over 1,000 toys landed, most severely damaged, too many to be reused, reduced, or recycled. We've been doing the unthinkable. We've been dropping them at the toy landfill.
So it's come to that. It's more serious than I suspected. Now I'm determined to get to the bottom of what's caused all this.
We're all very concerned. I haven't slept well in weeks.
Get me Sister Grim. I'd like to bring her in on this as soon as possible.
Right away.
Oh, and Eagle Beagle, you're tops. Thanks for keeping me aware of things.
Thank you, Mayor.
Hello, Mayor Haviblast. What can I do for you?
Thank you for coming so quickly, Sister Grim. I've decided to punish and discipline, if necessary, the negligent and reckless children who are the cause of so many things coming into our city of broken toys.
You know I always support your positions and programs, but just for argument's sake, why such swift and severe action?
Our city of broken toys is built upon the idea that all broken playthings can be fixed. We've got the best toy specialists in the universe, and even they cannot handle the constant rapid growth of toys coming into our city.
Well, from the looks of things, there are many human children inhumanely and recklessly destroying the very toys that they were given for their enjoyment.
That's exactly correct, Sister Grim. Please get me the young suspects so we can bring them to justice.
Of course, Mayor.
Good heavens, Eagle Beagle! Why are you doing at my office? Look around, I'm overflowing with toys.
It's here with the toy landfill.
No, not the toy landfill. I'm trying to bring an end to this heartless and senseless waste.
I've never seen so many action figures, dolls, electronic games, big toys, stuffed toys, little toys, you name it. And if it's not here yet, it's on its way soon.
Alright, that's enough. Please first show me the repair, reuse, and recycle lab. I want to see what can be done to help out over there.
Of course, Mayor Haviblast, right away.
We'll conduct here for court when Sister Grim returns with the young suspects. Well, here we are. You are now officially in the city of broken toys.
The city of broken toys?
Yes, this is Mayor Haviblast's office.
Mayor Haviblast.
Our city's first female mayor. We're all so proud and supportive. Look around, you'll see what happened to your old toys. You know, the ones you just thoughtlessly tossed away when you got tired of them? And I'm sure there are a few you misuse and victimized by misuse and abuse too.
Huh?
What
do you
I
mean?
thought those were in the attic.
Well, sure. Mom always puts those toys in the attic.
In the garage, too.
Well, not for long. See, after a while they all end up here, in the city of broken toys, where our toy specialists prepare them for reuse and recycling through donation. So what do you have to say for yourselves?
What do you mean?
You have been willingly been a destroyer of wonderful toys. Not so much you, Samantha, but you did lend Tyler your very nice toys without a thought of what he might do to them, did you not?
But Sister Grim, Kyle doesn't always break her toys. Sometimes he fixes them. Honest, he does.
Hopefully that will work in his favor. But we must all follow the orders of Mayor Haviblast. Now, if you see a few of your old friends, don't be offended if they don't notice you. Toys are taught not to notice humans as soon as they enter the city of broken toys, and they would certainly never speak to them without permission of Mayor Haviblast.
Oh, look, Kyle, it's my old baby doll. You know, the one I lost a couple summers ago? I'm going to take her home, Sister Grim. What do you think? I think she misses me.
No way. These toys are far too happy to want to leave.
What's so funny, Kyle?
Look, it's the old deck of magic cards that Grim let us borrow.
Yes, they moved in the day after you left them in the back seat of the car, to be trampled on, lost in the seat, and kicked about in the road, leaving them about 10 cards short of a full deck. But they've got a good attitude.
Oh, and look, it's my old skateboard. Oh, I don't ever see how it got here. I wish I could take it home too.
It was the go-kart your grandfather got you that caused you to completely neglect your skateboard. So it came here, and here it stays, unless, of course, released by Mayor Haviblast.
Oh, what's this, Sister Grim?
That's a rag doll. It belonged to a rather unfortunate little girl. It was her only one. She made it out of an old sock, and looks like she sewed on a few buttons for the eyes and made a stitched mouth and nose.
She just used an old rag for a dress.
Yes, but she loved that doll and cared for it as if it was a real baby. She did. It's in the highest place of honor.
Then how did she lose it?
Well, she grew up. She had to work to support her family, and one day while she was at work, someone tossed it in the corner and threw it away with all the other junk.
That's terrible.
But not to worry. That's when it came to us. See, we only get the toys that are mistreated, broken, or lost. But the longer they are loved and cared for, the higher their places when they get to the city of broken toys. I'm very sorry to say that many toys arrive here on the first day they are given to the children.
Oh, I get it. That's why the more beat up and old toys are near on the mayor's desk, and the more expensive toys are just strewn about on the floor.
Precisely. You're getting smarter by the minute, Kyle. Speaking of which, Mayor Havelglass should be here in a minute with the other officials to start the trial.
I'm scared. What's this trial anyway? Oh, Kyle, why do you have to bring some more toys to an earthquake with them?
There is no way out without consent of the mayor. Now don't become too difficult or upset, or else they might cancel the trial.
But tomorrow's our birthday. We're twins. I promise I'll never play earthquake with the toys again. Honest!
Straighten up. Here comes the mayor and the other officials.
A serious issue has arisen, therefore we are gathered here today with the purpose of serving justice. There are too many wounded, broken, and forgotten toys piling up into our city. Are these the young suspects in front of me?
They are, Your Honor. Kyle Bent and his twin sister Samantha, who helped him in the reckless demolition of toys.
So these are the delinquents.
They are.
On with the trial.
The court is now in session.
State your name.
I'm Samantha Bent.
I'm Kyle Ben, her twin sister. No, I mean she's my twin brother. No, well, what I mean to say is we're twins.
Read the charges against these two young people.
They are charged with the willful destruction of perfectly good and fine toys. Kyle Bent, you will speak first.
Well, gosh, I thought Mom and Dad would always buy us new stuff so we'd never have to play with the old ones.
I'm afraid of this. Go on, young man.
Well, it's not as bad as you think, Mayor. Samantha let me use her doll furniture, and I put it with my action figure set, some of my best army guys, and my model cars. Oh, and her little princess castle with an electronic remote, my comic books, LED flying disc, walkie-talkie, frisbee, science kit smartwatch,
Don't
and
forget my smartwatch, my science crystal growing kit, my quizzes karaoke mic, my stuffed unicorn. Everything but my Bluetooth light up dance mat.
Quiet! Do not interrupt Kyle Bent. You will tell your side soon. Please continue.
Well, I never told Sammy what I was going to do with her stuff. First, I started by setting up 2 tables, and I put a camouflage army tent over it that I got when I joined Cub Scouts. Then, I set up a little city on top of the space between the 2 tables. I wanted to surprise her, didn't I, Sammy?
We sure did. It was a surprise, all right.
Well, we've been learning about earthquakes in school, so I thought it'd be cool to rig one up. First, I started by making rumbling noises by blowing really hard into a cordless karaoke mic. And then I turned the fan on all the way up to high like a storm was coming. And then, with the fumble of the earth, the little city went flying, and it made an epic crash. It was so epic crash, huh? So that's what happened? Yes, that's exactly what happened.
I'm so disappointed that you would put your beautiful playthings through an earthquake, even a simulated one. Give us your story, young lady.
Samantha Bent, please tell the court about your participation in the earthquake simulation game.
Well, I let Kyle have my very best toys. Everything but my Bluetooth light up dance mat.
Did you help set up the little city?
No, sir.
Did you in any way plug in or turn on the fan?
No, I was an innocent bystander.
Did you help pull the camouflage tent from underneath the little city?
No.
But you did let him take some of your very best toys, like the stuffed unicorn, the cordless karaoke mic, and the little princess castle with the electronic remote, did you not?
Yes, I'm afraid I did.
Madam Mayor, allow me to add that Samantha has no previous record of bad behavior. She merely loaned Kyle her toys and had no clue what nasty things he had planned. So I believe Samantha Bent should be pardoned, as this is her first real offense.
Surely this visit to the city of broken toys will be a good lesson for her. I pardon Samantha Bent. Proceed. What are the charges against your brother?
He is faced with a much greater charge.
Yes, he is a willful destroyer of toys.
In order to enjoy its epic crash, he subjected his toys to a simulated earthquake.
In 30 seconds, he ruined more than 15 different unique playthings, and this is not his first offense.
Kyle's old and forgotten toys call him callous, inattentive, a ruthless mangler, and an uncivilized, bloodthirsty brat! And those are the nice things they are calling him.
These are serious charges, young man. You're in a serious predicament, Kyle Bent. Eagle Beagle, what provisions have you and the council decided for young Kyle's punishment?
The council recommends that Kyle Bent, the toy mutilator, should be treated exactly the same as the playthings were.
plan. The toys will speak.
Yeah, and then like, oh my God.
Quiet in the court!
It is recommended, Mayor, that the toys speak one at a time.
Fine. One by one, I will hear the toys speak.
Skateboard, you have the floor.
So you see, Madam Mayor, when I was first given a little Kyle, I was treated wonderfully, actually, for the first few weeks, that is. We did everything all day and night for that first spring. That was until I had this problem with one of my wheels.
Is this true, Kyle?
Yes, I actually remember it quite clearly, because I almost broke my neck speeding down a hill when a stupid little wheel went flying.
Continue, skateboard.
So my wheel goes flying off, and the next thing I know, this crazy kid is beating me with one of my best friends, Bobby Bunt, the baseball bat. He keeps beating and beating me in my wheel. It's all dented in face too. He beat me so hard. My little wheel got jammed. And then he tossed me in the closet after he gave up. And that's how I wound up in front of you, Mayor.
Oh, please, Your Honor, I was only trying to fix the skateboard.
I object. Each plaything shall be heard.
Sustained.
I say an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I say Kyle should be beaten just like me and my girlfriend Bobby Bunce were. That's what he deserves.
Thank you, Skateboard. Now we should hear from Electrogirl, the action figure. Electrogirl, please step forward.
Like skateboard, I too was treated well in the beginning, but it wasn't long before he got all my hair off. He didn't like me much after the haircut.
Go on, Electra.
One day he was mad at his mother. He was so mad he ripped my head up completely and threw me under his bed. Luckily, I was able to come here to the city's RRR program to have my head with new hair reattached.
We understand this is what you experienced personally.
Yes, I've been a witness to many other acts of cruel and unusual punishment on broken toys.
We need full and complete information, Electra. Please continue with what you saw.
My friend Betty B, who's probably the nicest young you'll ever meet, was treated in one of the most outrageous ways by Kyle too. After being Betty for months, one day, out of the blue, he jumps on Betty with both feet.
He did it!
He did! And then he laughed in his face. Like it was the funniest thing he had ever seen. Can you imagine that?
I would rather not relive any of that.
Would you like to add anything further, Electrogirl?
Well, sure, I've got stories upon stories, but they're all the same. Tales of abuse and neglect.
How do you feel justice will be best served?
I say what goes around comes around. Let's have his head, jump on him with both feet, and laugh in his face. Tit for tat! That's the kind of justice we want.
Thank you, Electrogirl. Now we should hear from Game Guy. Game Guy, what is your story?
Well, Mayor,
Speak up! The court desires to hear your story.
I'm sorry, I don't feel well. I'll try to speak louder. I haven't felt right since Kyle Bent took me apart to see how I work. That was the day he caused my volume control center to crash.
Oh, please, Your Honor, I was only trying to see how Game Guy works in case he ever got broken. Lots of other times he fixes toys.
That's right, I do.
I'm sure he's very sorry for everything he's done.
Totally and completely sorry.
Don't excuse him. He's a regular Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, or Jack the Ripper. Let's rip him into pieces and see how he works.
You will calm down, Game Guy, and the rest of you keep order as well.
I'm sorry, but I feel so strongly about this. I want to protect the other game guys of the world from such scams and vicious attacks.
Yeah! Silence! If you are finished, Game Guy, we will let Stuffed Animal speak her piece.
Yes, thank you.
Stuffed animal, you may proceed.
No stuffed animal was ever treated better than I was. When I was a kid of Kyle Bent, I remember when my ear got stuck in the hand of the toy box. His mother put me so hard to it with my ear too. Kyle put it back together.
That's right, I did.
There was another time a dog got a hold of me, got my leg off, got my stomach everywhere. But Kyle took me to his grandmother's, where they took lovingly to care of me for 2 days straight. They were stuffed and mended for every part of me.
Well, that's because I love you. You were my favorite stuffed animal.
You didn't have to tell me. I tried it every minute. After 3 years, we were close playmates. Now, you all know, 3 years is pretty long life. In a world of human children, especially for stuffed toys, no empty lights, a Bluetooth function. Here, folks, you know the deal.
Well, I searched for you for 4 weeks, until I realized I didn't even know how I lost you.
I know little Kyle. But last week, I was getting old, really bored. I feel like I've ate up places. For the years of coming playing like best friends. Plus, I had the ear and dog Megan's gutters. You decided not to take B to summer sleepaway camp. Remember? That was when your dad packed me up in the attic. Actually, after time of being alone and rejected, I came out of the city of Bully Toys. So will we speak for this revenge? Please consider my story as well. I have different plays of justice. If we just cannot hear my suggestion.
I'm certainly open to suggestions. So far you've made some interesting points. We'll hear your plan.
More than one. Today, car skill of fixing repair toys has been mentioned.
That's true.
You know, I do remember when Game Guy's buttons got locked and didn't work properly. Didn't Kyle help you out then?
That's right. I remember one time Kyle used hand sanitizer to clean Game Guy's buttons since he had fallen in the mud.
Yeah, and then he was like new.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Thanks, Kyle. Sure appreciate it.
No problem, man. Anytime.
Now, if our purpose here today is to limit the number of Bully Toys moving to our city, we're going to make contact with official repair, reuse, and recycle handyman. This is Grim. They get a repair to give a proper tools. If we ever need to be the and whenever there's a fireway. To the chemo here, come here and chemo thing that's right landfill. That's my plan, and I only offer whatever is worth.
It's a great plan, so Daniel. Eagle Beagle, what provisions have you in town for this Saturday?
Please, Your Honor, we'll have a blast. The court would like to hear what Kyle Benton thinks on the matter.
I would love to be the top repair, reuse, and recycle handyman. I would mend as many toys as possible while making sure I take care of my own toys and making sure that Samantha sees to it too.
And I'll help him too, I promise. Kyle's a first-rate handyman when he puts his mind to it.
Does his plan please all who have spoken?
We find it acceptable and fair.
Then let's all give a cheer for Kyle Bent and his twin sister Samantha, who were toy destroyers and will now become toy savers.
Mr. Graham, you may now release the children back to their homes where they may have the best birthday ever, receiving more beautiful playthings to play with.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Professor Morgan, are you very busy?
No, Sandra, not very.
Because I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Give me 1 moment, please. Now, Sandra, what can I do for you?
It's a very difficult thing that I wanted to ask you about, and you can't tell anybody that I asked you.
Fine, I won't say a word. In fact, I'll probably not even remember.
Well, I suppose, no, that's not right. Suppose a girl, Professor Morgan. I wish you wouldn't nod your head.
It was only to show that I understand and was following you.
Suppose a girl had two lovers, or I ought to say two men that might be in love with the girl.
Only two? Any number of men might be in love with a girl.
You can leave the rest out, they don't matter.
Alright.
Suppose that one of these men was awfully in love with a girl and popped the question, you know?
1 moment. Let me take down that request. What was it?
Why he proposed to her. Asked her to marry him?
Oh, how stupid. It seems as though I've forgotten that terminology for proposing, yes?
The man is nice, the girl likes him fairly, but she is not in love with him. Do you understand?
Perfectly. It's the most natural state of mind.
Well, then, suppose that there is another man. What are you writing?
I only put down B, like that.
Oh, you really are. But let me go on. The other man is a friend of the girl's. He's clever, awfully clever, and the girl admires him most awfully much.
She thinks he's the greatest man that ever lived, you know? And she thinks it would be great if she could mean anything to him.
Well, yes.
But couldn't the girl... He doesn't think much about these things. He likes her. I think he likes her.
Should we call him indifferent?
I don't know, but yes, pretty indifferent. She's pretty. You don't need to put that down.
I was never going to.
She thinks that life would be heaven with him, and if he ever came to think of it, he might come to care for her. And most men care for someone. Some girl, I mean.
Most men do, no doubt.
Then, what ought she do? You know, it's not a real thing, Professor Morgan. It's in a novel I was reading.
Well, I see. It's quite an interesting situation you're concerned with. The question is, she'd rather marry the man who loves her truly and excessively, she only loves him moderately, or to marry the other fellow.
That's not it. How can she marry him? He hasn't asked her.
That's true. Let's suppose he has asked her. She would then need to consider which marriage would be.
That's not it. I know perfectly well that she would want if the other man asked her.
So you understand?
Never mind what I understand.
Fine. Fellow A has asked for her hand, and fellow B has not. We can assume that without the disturbing influence of fellow B, fellow A would be a satisfactory candidate.
Yes, I think so.
So she would certainly be abundantly happy if she marries A.
Yes, but not completely because of B. You understand?
Quite so, but it's still a fair amount. And we can hypothesize a higher degree of happiness if she marries B.
Yes, Professor Morgan, much higher.
For both of them?
For her, never mind about him.
For her. Never mind about him. Well, that simplifies the problem. But his asking is a possibility only.
Yes, that's all.
You see, Sandra, it's become a question of degree. How probable or improbable is it?
I don't know. Not very probable. Unless he did come to think of it.
Well, we suppose that if he thought about it, he would take the desired outcome. Couldn't she indicate her preference?
There's not really much she can do. He doesn't think much about these types of things.
Well then, seems as though we've come to our conclusion. He has, in fact, no natural inclination toward her. Maybe not toward marriage at all. And if she steps to arouse his attention, one of two things may be a possibility. Either he would be repelled by her actions, leaving the situation ever unpleasant and degrading for her. Or he may, through a mistaken feeling of bravery,
Through what?
through a mistaken idea of politeness, allow himself to be drawn into a connection he need not like it. You agree with me that one of these two things may be a possibility?
Yes. Unless he did come to care for her.
Ah, you return to that hypothesis. Quite a fanciful one. No, no. She need not marry A. She must let B alone.
You don't think B's feelings are at all likely to change?
Well, depends on the type of man he is. If he's a smart man with intellectual instincts, a man who has no need for women's society,
He's just like that.
I don't see any reason for thinking his feelings have changed.
Then you would advise her to marry the other, A?
Well, on the whole, I should. She will get rid of her folly about B and make A a good wife. Yes, Sandra Redding, if I was the author of the novel, I would have her marry A. Is that all you wanted to see me about, Sandra?
Yes, I think so. I hope I haven't bored you.
No, this is quite an interesting situation you were concerned with. I had no idea novels raise such questions of psychological interest. You should get me time to read it sometime.
You think that after, if B had found out that the girl had liked him so much, he would feel the least bit sorry?
I think if he was an honest and kind man, he'd regret it deeply.
I mean, sorry that he had thrown that all away, you know?
Probably would.
He might never find someone to love him like that again.
Probably would not.
And most people like being loved, don't they?
Craving for love is universal, Sandra.
He'll grow old and have no one home and no one to look after him.
Well, in a sense, none, but you frighten me. I'm single, Sandra.
Yes.
All those fears are before me.
Yes. Unless...
There is no one less about that. Beautiful thing sunshine is, to be sure.
Oh, hello, Professor.
What are you doing here? Just about to come and see you. Catch a hot breakfast special at Della's.
Breakfast? We're closed for breakfast now, Professor. Only cold stuff. I was just out on my break before the lunch rush begins. I was wondering where you were. It's not like you to miss breakfast.
I was just here, reading the part.
And you missed Sandra?
Miss Sandra, what do you mean? I actually had quite an interesting conversation with her this morning.
But you weren't there to tell her goodbye. Don't tell me you forgot she was leaving on the train today. What kind of a guy are you?
I didn't mean to forget.
She asked that I please tell you goodbye.
She was really nice.
Yes, she was.
Why am I such a jerk, Bernice?
Human.
want?
Yes, everything in the whole world that I want. Thank you, Bernice. Good day. I am really sorry that I missed Sandra. It was quite an interesting situation she was concerned with. But I'm confident I gave her the right answer.
You just don't have a clue, do you, Professor?
What? I told the girl she ought to marry Ed.
Then you can be sure she will.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our last one act of the afternoon, Sweetheart. The actors are all here and in good health and, of course, ready to play their parts. You'll meet all the characters momentarily, such as the Kid, Prudence, Dr. Love, Gabby Gossip, the Slacker, and all the rest. You'll learn more about the characters once you meet them. Enjoy the show. I almost forgot. You have to remember that this play takes place inside of a heart.
Hey, kiddo, come on in. How'd you know I was coming?
This is your suite, isn't it?
Sweet.
Suite, apartment, home, house?
My house?
Yes, it's meant to be yours. And starting today, you're gonna take responsibilities for it.
What are you talking about?
Well, before we get into that, let me tell you my name. My real name is Wisdom Experience. My friends call me Prudence.
I don't think I ever met you before.
Of course not. You were too young. So I waited till you looked past here. And you should be looking past here and questioning me. Sooner or later happens to everyone. Today's your lucky day.
I don't understand. What does all this mean?
You gotta protect your home. It's your heart. You gotta think about who and what when you're a kiddo. You gotta keep like a fortress. It's gonna be harassed from the inside and out. Can you remember to keep an eye on it?
I'll sure try.
Well, it's yours to do it as you please. Help it or harm it. It's up to you.
Tell me how to do it best.
Well, don't let it get cold. Keep it burning with passion, burning with joy and faith. There's nothing worse than a cold heart.
Don't go. Why are you leaving?
Well, only you can guide your heart.
Don't leave me alone.
Relax, Dr. Love, faith, and joy will stop by and keep you company.
Oh, thank goodness.
You're in charge of who your heart entertains. You decide which guests stay and which ones leave. Everything you let in here will bring you joy or pain. And just because they knock at the door doesn't mean you have to answer. Send them on the way if you don't want them. Let only the kind and true in.
Okay, I got it.
Well, I've got it wrong. I'll leave you in charge of your own heart now.
Hey! Nice to see you!
Let's kick him off, friend. I knew we'd run into eventually. It's a pleasure. I can tell by your smile you must be Joy. I'm ready to help you all anytime you need help. These guys be Dr. Love.
The May Dame at your service. As long as I'm here, got nothing but joy, faith, pure happiness, and perfect health. I can heal anything.
And you must be Faith Responsibility. In person, right here. We'll help you out. Just give me your cue, and you'll see your ability to respond to any situation. We brought you this jewel in hopes that once around your neck, you will remember and be filled with nothing but contentment and sheer happiness. Thanks. Keep smiling, and it will sparkle. Laugh, and it will shine. But a frown or a tear will make it dull and lifeless, but reflects your face. I will keep it close. I will never lose it. I promise. I'm so glad you guys stopped by.
Likewise, thank you for having us over. I love making house calls, especially when it's with Miss Joy Peace and with Miss Faith Responsibility.
We're all a bunch. Seriously. Would I care about a thing like that? Surely you've heard people say that joy, love, and faith go a long, long way. Wait a minute. There's someone knocking. It's someone knocking.
Oh no! You're not gonna have heard it, are you?
Oh, sure, it's something I've never seen before.
What about Prudence?
What about her?
You better guard the door.
someone call my name?
Well, I don't know. What's your name?
Slacker.
Hi, how do you do?
Pretty good, pretty good. Because I'm doing nothing, and that's what I do best. Nothing. I'm one of a kind. Never to be confused with faith responsibility.
Hey. How can you just do nothing?
Well, I'll sit around with Mrs. C. She's fun. You never know what to expect. And if she's not around, I'll visit Mr. Folly. He's almost as good as a procrastinator to me. Together, we could pull off anything. Now that's fun, right?
I don't know. You seem awfully scattered to me.
Well, it might be at that. It's hard taking the easy way out all the time. The road's a crap one.
Oh, look who's here. It's my favorite, Ego Trip.
Ego trip? Don't confuse me with that.
I most certainly will.
Hey, Gabby Gossip. The latest dirt.
You know it.
What do you think of my new outfit? Is she? Yes. What are my eyes, lips, hair? Pretty hot, I'd say. And the mirror agrees. So I think the latest dirt, Gabby. Gossip.
Well, everybody's gone crazy. Girlfriend, the stories I could tell ya. Stories of hate and envy and lots of other folks we know. Rumor upon rumor, I can tell ya.
I don't really care. I only care if it's gorgeous, sustainable. I guess nowadays, a girl can really have everything. Did you see my new earrings? And this fabulous diamond ring? Wow, she's so lucky.
Doesn't ever want. She gets everything she wants handed to her on a silver platter.
I should be so lucky.
Doesn't ever want in the world.
That's not fair. Why should she have everything and me nothing? I'm just as deserving as her, but I have lots of diamonds and money.
Even your jewel heart begins to fade. There's not much sparkle or shine in it now.
Someone's coming.
It's just Betty Bummer. You know, from the Can't Get Along side of the family.
That's right. I trudged all the way here, and it wasn't pretty. My whole body is literally killing me. Hey, Slacker, wake up! This is not good. This stool is too hard and uncomfortable.
Wanna try the floor? I'll help.
No, the floor's too dirty. Even my house is full of pain and anger is far more comfortable than this one. And it's so cold in here. My throat is killing me. I need water, quickly, water. I'm so sorry. Are you satisfied now, ma'am? Hardly, but I guess you are, huh? I used to be happy. Now I don't know how I feel like I'm about to cry. Do you know what that's about? How should I know? You're miserable. Leave the poor kid alone already. Did anyone ask you, Ego Trip? No, they didn't.
Will you two be quiet? I can't get a word in edgewise.
Good. I'm sick and tired of hearing you two talk constantly. You are an annoying heartbeat.
Oh, look who's here. It's my best friend, Jealous Jenny.
Hey you, I came all the way here from Covert Cove, Tennessee, in the home that was made perfectly for me.
So why don't you just stay down there where you belong?
Oh, you think you're so smart without your advantages and diamonds? Why don't you shut your trap before I rip those diamonds out your
I'll rip
ears?
those ears out of your ears!
Maybe that'll teach you to behave yourself. Never sit on my stool and my stool only, ever again.
Wait a minute! Everybody hold it! My chilled heart is gone. Someone's stolen it.
Now that takes the cake. So now which one of you is gonna call me a crook?
I don't know. It's too much pressure from both sides. I'm at loss. It didn't take me too long to forget when my friend put in to warn me about buying a hard store. I wonder if it's too late now. Dr. Love! Faith! Joy, peace! Can you hear me? Please, I need you so badly. I want to live here in my heart and my house forever.
Whose voice is that?
Just whose sweet voice is that?
I'll fuck the girl. You too, Betty Bummer.
No problem, that big girl.
Hold it, Miss Bummer. Give back what you've taken. Certainly you know that jewel heart doesn't belong to you. Now be gone, Betty Bummer.
You know, with Dr. Love on the way, I'll pitch out too.
With faith responsibility on the way, I think I'll duck out as well. Definitely don't want to.